Look what made it back into the garage today. The WhiteWall Special's back. We've been putting some miles on it, and everything's been running good and acting good. But one thing that we did notice, my placement of the gauge temperature sensor is not going to work. I have it in line with the heater hose, so when you close off the heater control valve and cut flow going through those heater hoses, it pretty much just kills that gauge sensor. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill out the intake for the gauge sensor, and then we won't have to worry about that anymore. It'll be all set and everything. So I'm going to bring you in, I'm going to show you where we're going to be drilling, and we're going to get this done. So let's hop to it. I'm WhiteWall Steve, and this is the Good Enough Garage. WhiteWall Special's back. Okay guys, I'm going to be really concerned about metal shavings getting in the engine. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this plug out right here, and we're going to drain the intake of all coolant. And then I'm going to stuff a bunch of paper towel down in there. Hopefully we don't get a ton of metal shavings in there, but there's going to be metal shavings all over the engine. So I'm going to try to put some towels down, maybe some blankets, so we don't get metal shavings everywhere. First things first, let's go ahead and pull this plug, get this drained, and then we got to get this upper radiator hose off, get that out of our way too. So let's hop to it. Okay, so we got that drilled and tapped, got really minimal shavings inside that little bowl where the thermostat went. So I got that all sucked out with the vacuum, and we have a sensor in the intake now. So hopefully it doesn't leak, fingers crossed. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this thing up and we're gonna get the system bled. Now we gotta let that run for some time. So just gonna go ahead and speed up the footage here. I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing, watch for leaks. Hopefully I come back and give it the 8 plus. So here we go. Alright guys, so got it running, bled the system and everything, but it is still leaking just a little bit, and I kind of feared that that was going to happen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this thing cool down overnight. I'm going to come back out here tomorrow, and I'm going to pull that sensor back out, and I'm going to put a little bit of Teflon tape, because it's not like blowing out of there, it's just like seeping just a little bit. So I think it needs a little Teflon on there. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that taken care of tomorrow. I'm gonna go inside, go to bed, but I'll be right back video wise with the power of movie magic, and we'll go ahead and get that taken care of right after this cut. All right, so you guys can see I put a plug in over here. I'm gonna eventually put a nice elbow here, a nice black elbow, but for right now I'm just gonna leave that like that. And then I went ahead and put that there, and that actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, I thought it was going to look a lot worse than that, but all we got to do is pull this back out, probably get a little bit of coolant, but nothing crazy, and we'll get that fixed, and then we'll rebleed the system. So nothing too insane, and it should work out really well. So what do you say we hop to that and get that done? Alright guys, so we ran into a little bit of a snag with this thing. I learned a little something when it comes to tapping pipe threads. You're not supposed to go all the way down in the hole because it's a tapered tap and tapered threads. I didn't realize that, so I just ran it all the way in, and wouldn't you know it, didn't work. The sensor was too far in and it leaked. No matter what I did, it leaked. So we went with plan B. I drilled the top of the hole out a little bit more, ran me a nice half-inch tap through there, and ran a bushing. So I'll bring in, show you what I did. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. I'm not 100% proud of it, but hey, this is what happens. If I want to make it right, I'm gonna have to go get a new intake. So check this out. Okay, so that's what I did. See, I got this bushing here, and then I got it going into the bushing there. And like I said, it's not the prettiest thing, but it's functional, it works. I tested it, doesn't seem to be leaking. Fingers crossed that it doesn't leak. It'll probably leak. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut the hood. I'm gonna take this thing out for a ride. Hopefully it's all set. Hopefully we don't have any leaks. That's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to the WhiteWall Steve Goodenough Garage. Be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, we're almost to 400 subscribers, so maybe if we get to 400 subscribers, maybe I'll do a giveaway or something. So please share and like this and share it around, and trying to get more subscribers to the channel, and more people involved in checking out what I'm doing here. Let's get this thing washed, and yeah, hopefully we can start cruising again. So See you guys later.